Hey everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back. So this is the last page for the month of July 2020, and I'm doing a double page layout. And I have been doing more and more of those, mainly because of the class by Allison when we're doing the 6x6 papers. And I've been going through my old photos that I've had like a lot of pictures from the event, and this is one of them. So this page is, some of the faces are covered because of the girls that are in the Girl Scout troop that I've lost contact with. Now, if you'll look at the photos that are on the left, at a glance, you may think that that blonde is actually my middle daughter, Juliana, but it is not. It is a friend of my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter, her name is Tara. And anyway, she had befriended this girl when she was in third grade. And this girl introduced her to Girl Scouts, and it totally changed our lives. It has been some of the best days of my life is when I was a Girl Scout leader. Hands down. I mean, my number one is being a mom. Being a Girl Scout leader definitely ranks up there with like being a nurse. So anyway, this page, I decided to do the red, white, and blue mainly because of the flag. Kind of stands out there. So we were meeting at trying to remember. It's been so long ago. I don't know if it was at a church or maybe it was a little brownie hut. I don't really remember, but there was this bridge that we're standing on that they use for the bridging ceremony. And it's very symbolic, and there's a little phrase that you say, and it's whenever you go from one level to the next. So the first level is Daisy, and that's fairly recent. It was not around when my older two were younger, but it first started when my youngest one was in Girl Scouts. Anyway, so Daisy's is for like kindergarten. And then they bridge to brownies. And this is the girls bridging from brownies to juniors. And this happens, I think it's in 4th or 5th grade. Oh, I don't even remember. But and then the next step after that, I think, is senior Girl Scouts. But my kids never made it that far. They weren't that interested, which was really kind of sad. But I know that, our lives revolved, it evolved, I guess is the better word. Anyway, so the papers that I'm chosen, as you can see that the background, they're two different, it has the blue with the crosses on it. But one is like a blue gingham, and the other, not blue, red and white. And then the other is just a solid red because I didn't have two of the gingham or the plaid. This white paper, it looks like it's just white cardstock, but it's not. It's glittery. It's very, very glittery. And I normally don't do glitter, but for some reason, I really wanted that extra texture for this page. So that's why I chose to do that. And I also add a little bit of washi tape to it as well. Now I've chosen the patriotic, 4th of July themed embellishments to go on this page to kind of go with the whole flag theme. And it's funny that one of the phrases is, "Oh my stars," because that is something I say all the time. Oh my stars. Oh my stars. It's like, oh my goodness, like, anyway, so I find it funny. But I wanted to make mention that you can see the A on the stars. See how that foil is kind of curling up? Well, I guess I didn't catch that, and I put it into the page protector. And as I was getting it out of the page protector to kind of look at it side by side, the foil on the A just popped off. And just the foil part, not the foam, that stays on the page. So just be careful of that. If you ever have any foil covered foam, that it may pop off and you may need to re-glue that. So I just put a little bit wet glue on it. And I think it's going to be okay. Now I have a 4x6 piece of paper here as a placement for a photo. And this photo has a lot of the close-ups of the girls from the troop, and I didn't want to show that. So that's why I have that placement there. I didn't mind, having my daughter, and I did get permission from this young girl, which we're friends on Facebook, even though she's, almost 30. Yeah, she said it was okay for me to use the photo. Anyway, so what I did is I cut out the middle of this red and white plaid paper, and I'm using it to add in place of like the photos or 3x4 or some sort of a filler. But I don't want it on both sides of the 12x12s. I want one or the other, and I choose to put it over here on the right side. And it matches perfectly, for the length of it. So go me. I don't add any matting behind any of my photos, because if I did, you wouldn't be able to see any of the blue paper. So I really wanted that to be more like the matting. I'm going to look through all my embellishments. I did get some stickers, and so I think I'm going to use this banner here, but it doesn't stay there. I do like the red, white, and blue look of it. Those flowers, they do stay there. And the flowers are going to stay down at the bottom. And that's where I'm going to put a little bit of my title. So the title of it is actually going to be Bridging Ceremony. And then down below, it's going to say Brownies to Juniors. And you see the flag there, like all kinds of enamel dots. Actually, they're not enamel. They're kind of a flat finish. I do use a few of them, but I use them like centers of the flowers. And I'm actually running this video a little bit slower than I usually do, just because I was so surprised of how fast it kind of came together. I also do some hand stitching on this, but I don't make you watch me do that. I'm going to put it around this, the red gingham here on the right side, and I'll put some little X's down at the bottom under where it says Bridging Ceremony, and you'll see that at the end. So there are the alpha that I use. I love this size. So glad it came in white and blue. It matched perfectly for what I was doing. So now I'm going to use those little dots. I'm going to put them in the center of my, so here's my hand stitching. Not too shabby. And I think that's about it. Make sure you check out the other ladies and our Facebook group. I'll link it down below. You guys have an awesome day. Okay, bye-bye.